they can't fool. So that's confidence, and I know that confidence, didn't come, overnight, because he had to go through the same process to understand, the whole game.
Yeah.
So how can you play a game fair if you don't know the rule of the game?
You ain't lying.
So,
You ain't lying.
so yeah, that's what attracted me, from his teaching online, and I was like, wow, the younger me, I've been in this mess for 15 years now.
Don't feel bad. I got some time. Yeah.
I didn't have those sleepless night. So it changes you.
Yeah.
And I had the benefit of somebody saying something to me that caught my attention. They said, you don't you don't have to pay taxes, and taxes was my issue. This is when I was with Black on Black Rhyme. Shout out to Black on Black Rhyme, Tampa. Who's now Attorney Life Malcolm and that thing. But I was in there one time, and the guy said, you don't have to pay. Caught my attention. He said, I can show you. Now, taxes wasn't my issue.
Yeah.
But what I did was I took that and said, damn, show me. What else did I think was the law that actually wasn't the law? And then I started going back and everything that I approached through that prism. If that makes people.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, it does.
And as I went along and kept getting my behind kicked sometimes in I would get my behind kicked in court or whatever I go through. I just looked at it like I got several of us on here play some kind of sports. It's like, I know I got a couple of baseball players. It's like you get a bat, you go back and you come back and you get the bat again. It ain't that's not just the end of it. And football, I played football. I love baseball, but I played football. And it was like everything is just a play. And then
it is.
Next play. Get on to the next play. Come back. And another thing that a lot of folks don't realize is, hey, sometimes it's good to punt. Okay. Punt, and then play a little defense on them. And what I learned after I started becoming a little more savvy is they're not very good on on defense. They're great on offense. When they're coming forward, kind of like fat number 45. He's great coming this way. But when somebody came in and hit him, he's like, well, wait a minute, what do we do now? And I was like, damn, when I started learning a little bit more about the law, and we have I had to thank cats like LK and them, because I was going to quit all this. My children are grown, and for the most part, I pretty much can fight my situations. But when guys would call me and say they would talk to other people, and they would just go to the paperwork. And when I first started doing this, everybody wanted to get to the paperwork. And then my buddy Colin said, Greg, showing somebody paperwork or showing them how you filed your paperwork is like giving somebody a loaded gun with no instructions. And so I started understanding more. And then after dealing with attorneys, the other part of it is that everybody's facts, although everybody's case is similar, your fact pattern is probably different. And that's why I say, what are the facts of your case? And within most people's cases, you're going to probably find something. So let me say that we got a few of us in here. I'm going to try to link this thing in, because I'm sure my live is probably waiting for me. I'm going to try to plug us into the live and just tell them to come in over to the Zoom if they have any questions. I got to get this thing figured out. I think it's about time for me to probably upgrade my PC. And for those who haven't had a private consultation, I'll say, I have there's only 3 screens. I should say only. I have 3 screens working now. But when I'm in my hearings, it's like 8. So always have your information available. Know your case. It's like football and game plan. Ain't that right, Ken? Knowing your game, what's your game plan? Run your plays. All that other stuff, and know what your opponent is. Hey, if you're playing Miami, be focused on Miami. Don't be focused on Florida State. That ain't your opponent for this week. Because you can lose, and you can also lose looking ahead. Focus on what you're there to do. And that's I've had some success. Like I said, I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert at anything other than my own life. So I just share what I did, and hope it can help people understand. And like I tell them, I can show everybody what I've done, and it really doesn't tell you how I did it. So who cares? At that point, everybody should have it all. Anything you need from me, just ask, because we're going to get somebody who's a little bit more savvy. Somebody don't need tech guys who are savvy. I got a couple of younger guys who are college guys that can help me better organize a Dropbox for people to go into that, and also how to organize the Oh, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. The YouTube said people can come in and get to the information. And I know I got some trolls. I'm gonna deal with them in a second. Because my thing is this: anybody can say anything, but I think what I've learned from the people who come to me is we're all trying to get to, well, most people are trying to get to a place where they can get some control over their child support system, no matter where it is, or their cases, no matter whether you're just starting your case. Yeah, I'm looking to the left because I had you over there. Whether you're starting your case now or whether you're far along in your case, to find out if there was some sort of error in your case that may be reversed.
Yep.
And that's what I try to help people do. Like I said, I could sit here and do this all day long. I have no problem um, uh, doing the consults. I have no problem trying to help people without giving them legal advice because I'm not an attorney. I don't have a license to practice law. I don't practice law. What I do is study law and tell people how to learn how to gather information. So I don't give information as advice to apply to the specific case, but it's general information regarding the law and lawful principles which do belong to the people. So please use any information obtained from the United States to be construed to be legal advice. If you feel you need legal advice, I would highly encourage you to hire a licensed and hopefully competent attorney and be legally advised. So with that being said, anybody who doesn't wish to continue to be a part of this, you can step away. If you do, please, thank you and enjoy the presentation. That's sure to follow. But that's certain statements, and I understand it's kind of like the way it is today. My thing is you should always be able to put up or shut up. So if you say something, just back it up. That's it. Back it up. Especially come on to the pages where we have our other stuff. Just put up or shut up. Because I think a lot more people are engaged in distracting people, unfortunately, than really helping people get some resolution or showing them the resolution that they claim they can get for them. So today's case is about, or today's session is about why you're paying child support.